I'll be with you guys in a moment. I'm doing something quite important here. I'm actually trying to buy this hoodie right now, but the price doesn't convince me a lot. But I really want it, and I really like it a lot. It's from an anime that I'm into, that I'm currently watching, and this is the type of clothes I like to wear. Should I go for it? Or should I wait for it to be cheaper? It's 800 pesos. It's almost 900. This is a dilemma. Tell me in the comments, should I buy it or shouldn't I buy it? And also be sure to participate in the comments and tell me your experiences when you buy online. Because this is a whole new world. Different payments, different items, objects with different purposes, from clothing to everyday items that you can use in your kitchen, that you can use even to make your life better. Have you ever made an extraordinary purchase? Is there a purchase that you regret doing? Have you ever been scammed? Mike, what is scammed? Okay, let me put it this way. Have you ever received something entirely different than the item that you ordered in first place? That's a scam. Let me put you another example. In The Big Bang Theory, one of the series that I love to watch, Rajesh Kutrapali once received what it was supposed to be a handmade Harry Potter wand. It was actually just a stick. That happens a lot. Fortunately, not to me. But has it happened to you? Tell me about your experiences when buying online, just like our two next guests are going to talk about. So, without further ado, let's bring them out. Two veterans of the Let's Talk show will come out tonight. Let's bring out Maripaz and Erich. Yo!
Hi.
What up, everybody? How's it going? Yeah.
All good, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that, and of course, glad to see you guys, because I'm very interested in what you guys have to say in your particular situations. I know your shopping habits, I know your backstories, but our audience doesn't. So let's bring it out little by little. As I understand, both of you have experiences shopping online. The most basic question of all the show. What is the platform that you use the most? Erich.
Well, I usually use Amazon and Mercado Libre. It depends because sometimes they have different prices, sometimes they have different products. But I think I mostly used those two.
Okay.
On Facebook Marketplace also.
That is the one that I actually use the most in my case. You'll be surprised of the amount of things that you can find there. It's crazy. It's crazy. The prices are pretty good. Mostly secondhand stuff, but who can tell? Maripaz, in your case, what is the platform that you use the most to shop online?
Oh, I don't know, Mike. I hate online shopping because everything is available. So it's always a huge temptation for me. I think the best one for me is Amazon because you can find anything, and I find really weird stuff sometimes that I need. But I've also shopped a lot with Shein, and I don't know. I think they're okay. What you see is what you get.
Hopefully, because I mean, like I said at the beginning, sometimes you get scammed. Sometimes you don't actually receive what you order precisely. Has that happened to you guys, Erich?
Like getting something else.
Yeah. Or maybe the quality wasn't as you hoped for.
The quality, not really. I don't think, or not that I remember, but I don't think I have ever received something that I didn't like. I have bought video games which looked good, like the description looked nice, the video looked well,
Okay.
and then you play it and it's like, oh my God, this is so boring. Yeah.
But I mean, the physical game, or just, let's call it the file or the download content.
Yeah, the digital copy.
The digital copy. That's the one. That's the term. When was the last time you had that something like that, and with which game?
Right around like 2 years ago, I got a game called Skullgirls, which is like a platform. No, it's a fighting game. And it looked really nice, like hand-drawn graphics and like that. But then I started playing and it was like really boring.
Good for fighting games. Come on, come on, come on. The old SF Street Fighter. At least for me. At least for me. At least for me. Maripaz, have you ever had an experience where you probably didn't receive precisely what you wanted, or the quality of the item you ordered wasn't exactly good?
Not really, but I am very detail oriented. But even when I buy online or when I do things for fun, I'm very perfectionist. That's a blessing and a curse again. But I think you have to read every review and see the pictures that they send and see exactly what you're getting into. And then you will really see a picture of the item you're going to get, especially because I bought a lot of clothes, like even socks. So I wanted to see how they look like in real life and for real people to tell me what it was all about. But I think that reviews can help a lot. I try to write reviews as well when I can. Like before I go to a restaurant, I'm reading the review. Seriously, I'm like, okay, that's looking good, looking good. Not so expensive, but not super cheap. Okay, we have to help each other when we are doing this type of thing, like shopping online or trying to order a product. Even if it's food, you have to leave a review because it will definitely help other people.
Okay, okay. Have you ever done any purchase by pure impulse when navigating through online shopping platforms? Erich.
Yes. And actually, and the last time was quite recently, Um, you know that Google and all these platforms know you better than you know yourself, right?
Definitely.
From your online activities, they know what you are interested in, what you're not. So, this was funny. I was like searching for some things about a video game, like how do I get this cheat or how do I find this? A few days later, I went into Amazon just to see, like let's see what we have.
Uh-huh.
And suddenly, I had like this little figure from one of the characters of the game, and I was like, and I clicked it, and then I saw it was not that expensive, and now it's here.
What about you, Maripaz? Have you ever done a purchase by pure sheer impulse?
With online shopping, no.
Yes.
Not really. I think I've learned a lot of tips and tricks and stuff. And for example, I usually put stuff in my shopping cart and then I leave it there for maybe a day or two. And I think, oh, I'll get back to you. Do I really need it? Like, am I ever going to use this thing? Like, it's so pretty, right? And it's not that hard because I don't like collectibles. I don't buy books anymore. I usually download books, the PDF version, or I use Audible a lot, or I trade books with my friends. So to me, it's kind of easy, and I try really hard not to buy anything on impulse. Yeah, I like the rush of, oh, I love this, but I look at it from afar.
You see that? She called us slackers. Mercy,
You're doing it
mercy,
wrong.
mercy. I'm opening myself to you. I'm letting you guys come into my inner self, and then all of a sudden, this is what I get. Mercy, 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 mercy.
Well, you're lacking experience. The thing is, I've been shopping forever. My family loves shopping, and I spent so many years, in the shopping mall, being like, "Oh, I love this! Oh my God, so pretty." Now I don't do it anymore.
Do you consider yourself to be addicted to shopping? Because that's also a thing. A lot of people have that. What do you say?
Yeah, totally. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm in rehab. Yeah, I'm totally. And but I'm in rehab. And I give myself the chance to go crazy maybe twice a year, for my birthday, which is coming, by the way. I think I'm going to get something for myself, like one thing that I really want and that might be useless and that might be expensive, but I'll get something. And then during Christmas, I get presents for everyone. So if I get a chance to give myself something, if there's something for sale, like buy one, get one, I also buy something nice for myself. And those are the two exceptions that I make.
But I mean, I guess that's cool. I mean, I do the same thing. I mean, because otherwise, what is the point of, you know, busting yourself at work or, going through a lot of stress in order to get the job done, if not to yes, of course you got to pay services, rent and everything. But you also have to treat yourself. I believe in that. What about you, Eric? Do you consider yourself addicted to shopping? Well, online, but in general? Because I know the things you like.
Not really. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to it. I usually plan things, no? Like, okay, I need these things. I will buy them in order, maybe this month, the next, and then the next, or something like that. With the exception of things like the figure,
Of course.
Like I see something and I go like, oh, that's cool. But no, like buying something and then I buy another thing and another one, not really.
Let's talk about your particular situations, your particular experiences with this topic. So, Maripaz, why didn't you want to shop online in the first place?
Well, as you mentioned, you can go through a scam and you can get something that is not what was advertised originally. And the thing is, I really like window shopping. Like, I watch things and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love that. But then I have to get rational here and think if I'm really going to use it or enjoy it, or even like if I want it in my house to accumulate with many other things that are already here.
Totally.
And then my cousin, who is a bad influence, I guess, told me,
What?
well, you know how we can't go shopping to the mall, or you can't try on things, right? For a while, you were not able to try on things because of the pandemic. So she said, well, you can order things online and it's very easy and it's really great. And you have to download this app. So I listened to her, and also I saw some things she had bought, and she really has an issue. She ordered like maybe 20 items at a time. So I downloaded the app, the Shein app, and I started seeing that there were so many things. It was insane. And you convince yourself that it's good to some extent, because, everyone pollutes and everyone really exploits others. That's what companies do most of the time. Let's be honest. But I felt that maybe they were very inclusive because they had a lot of sizes and a lot of different things. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll buy one thing and let's see what happens. And I ended up buying like a lot of stuff. And I bought some things for a friend as well. So I convinced myself that it was a good idea. And later on, I thought, well, I will stop now and maybe I will buy other stuff that I really like or that I really need. So I bought stuff from Amazon, and it was even more specific. I think you can get exactly the thing you want. So I really think it's under control now, but it can be like a habit that doesn't stop. No, you can do it from your home, from the comfort of your own home. That's the problem.
Erich, texting with you earlier on, you said that the things that you look for the most, and I quote, are random stuff such as furniture, toys, and electronic pieces or electronic devices. What interest or necessity do you feel personally when looking for these items specifically?
Well, it depends on what item. The furniture is something that we need in the house. No, some months ago, I bought a set of chairs for the dining room. No, so that was a necessity. I bought this chair too because I'm always here working, so I needed something comfortable. Well, electronics are mostly for my games. The last thing I bought, I think, was like a gamepad
controller. Okay.
Yeah, there. But I mean, other than that, it's just like I would like to have. Well, it goes in a hierarchy. Do we need it? Then, what I would like to have it. And then it's like, no, I don't need it, and I maybe I want it, but no, it's like it depends.
Out of those options, do I need it, or I really want to have it? Which one do you incline for the most when you make your decisions when it comes to shopping habits? Which one defines you the most?
It should be necessity.
Sure.
But sometimes the other one wins, But it should be necessity.
You're not alone in this one, brother. Trust me, you're not alone. All right. Now, Maripaz, as I understand, you have also some experiences by creating some sort of an entrepreneur profile with a family member. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What is it about?
Well, we decided to buy some silver jewelry and then sell it individually to anyone and everyone who would get it. But I have never had like a business before. Okay, my family had a business in the past, and we used to sell accessories and stuff. So I had some experience about what people wanted. But we had to buy it online, so we have we had to sell it online. So we never had that experience before, and we did everything by ourselves. I know there are a lot of platforms that can help you, but I designed the logo. I made them like I handcrafted all the bags and everything that had to the packaging that you get when you buy from our store. Half of it is my sister's. She saw some really nice bags on the internet, and she decided to make them herself in a sewing machine. What else did we do? And we had to design like the logo, as I was telling you, and all of the visuals for the shop. So it was very simple. We didn't create like a website, so we only did it on Instagram to advertise our products. And it is nice because also when you sell something, you can also give them all of your, all of your websites, so they can buy from you again. And most of these fairs and these shops usually ask you for a reference, or they say, "Hey, can you show me what you are buying?" And if you take like nice professional shots of the products, I think people are more eager, more inclined to buy from you. So we learned a lot. I think it was really fun, and we may buy some stuff again to be able to sell it. I don't know. I will think about it because it's a lot of hard work. No, it's it's not easy. Like even if you send it in the mail, God, it is hard work.
It's tedious.
Yes, you have to be editing, and it is not so fun. And writing the description, the measurements, so on. Yeah, we did everything, and it was exhausting. It was like, no. Too much.
Okay. Now we are on the other side of the tracks when it comes to online shopping. Now we have the perspective of someone who provides merchandise, someone who provides items, and apparently it's not as easy as one would think. Now, Erich. Buying things in their physical format, let's say, movies, Blu-rays, CDs, on plays, has, been replaced little by little by the appearances of the online by the streaming platforms, by maybe digital music platforms such as Spotify, etc. I didn't know until recent months that there was a service or a platform also to practically just download games. There is a platform called Steam, which is practically for every single kind of game you could imagine. So basically right now, you don't necessarily have to get the physical copy. You can just download any games you want. But in your experience, what are the pros and the cons of buying games online?
Well, one of the biggest pros is that it's cheaper. It's cheaper than in any console, no? For starters. And sometimes you can get sales with 85% discount. And you could get games really cheap. Just very recently, I got the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for 100 pesos. It normally costs 400. No, but I got it for
Yeah.
100. And that was great.
Damn.
So that's a pro. The other pro is that you don't have to go anywhere. You just click buy. If your card information is there, you just buy it, download it, wait 1 hour for it to download or something, and you have it. Disadvantages, like for example, if one of these days for some reason Steam disappears, bye, all of your games are gone, and there is no warranty. I mean, it's not likely, but it could happen. That's one thing. Or maybe the game developer just decides to pull the game out of the platform. It's gone.
Nintendo.
Exactly. So
Sounds like them.
that could be an issue. But Steam is not the only one. You have Epic Games, you have Battle.net. I don't remember the other one, but there are like four for PC, no, for PCs.
Fair enough. All right, guys. So we are at the beginning of a whole new era of shopping. But to close this chapter, I have prepared a quite interesting, short but quite interesting set of the rapid fire round. As an approximation, what is the most you have spent shopping online in a single purchase, Erich?
Well, that would be my computer, which I got last year. So, I mean, it was a single purchase, but it was in 2 payments. But I ended up paying about 15,000 pesos.
Sounds about right. What about you, Maribas?
I think it was my chair. I use it for work, but it's a gaming chair. And you see, Mike, I never look at prices that much. I don't remember. That's a mistake, probably. Right? I don't remember how expensive it was.
Okay. But I mean, for our viewers, gaming chairs are not precisely cheap, for so to speak. Like, they come with a really heavy price, and rightfully so. They're so comfy. Next question. Purchase you regret doing in general, Erich?
In general, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a difficult question.
I love difficult questions.
Well, maybe not recent. This was a long time ago, but I bought a gaming keyboard for the computer from Logitech. So I was like, oh, that brand is good and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I got it, and when I saw it physically, it was like, it's ugly and it's big, and I didn't really like it. So maybe throw that one.
Okay, Maripaz, is there a purchase you regret doing?
I do regret buying. This is a hard one. Carnivorous plant, because it died, and it was so hard.
No.
It was so hard. I thought, well, I'm spending my time and money trying to keep this alive. But yeah, in the end, it dies, sadly.
Oh, all right. Okay. This is getting more and more, how can I say it, heated? I always wanted to use that one. Very nice. What do you prefer? Having your items delivered to your house or to pick them up somewhere? Erich?
It depends on the weight. I mean, like, if it's something small, I have no problem and go and pick it up at the store or any place.
Yeah.
But for example, this chair is extremely heavy. So
Okay.
it was nice to have it delivered here. I had to carry it up to my apartment, but it's just one floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I don't have a car, so like carrying the box would have been really difficult.
Fair enough. What about you, Maripas? Deliver to your place or pick it up somewhere?
Oh no, delivered. I remember that they sent me a package. It was a present from my family, and it was too big, so they sent it to an office from Correos de Mexico, and it's a nightmare. No, I hate that. And I had to go pick it up, and I was like, oh, seriously.
All right. Now the cherry on top. Will presential or physical shopping become obsolete? Agree or disagree, Eric?
I disagree, especially for clothes, because many times you need to try them on.
Sure.
Many times you order something, it says this size, and you check the chart and everything. And then when it arrives, it's like, no, it doesn't fit.
Okay.
So trying clothes on, I think it's really important. And for other kinds of items, sometimes you really need to see, because it says, no, like 24 centimeters by 16. And it's like, well, but
based on who?
it's not the same as seeing it, no, and seeing the size of things.
What about you, Maripas? Agree or disagree? Will presential or physical shopping become obsolete?
Oh, I think it will, because most of the items, even the clothes, have this description of how they are and of the material. They say if it's stretchy, if it's not stretchy. So eventually, I think when one generation stops buying, I think probably centennials will only shop online.
All right, guys. This has been fun. This has been very interesting. Thank you very much for participating. I had a great time. I hope you guys as well.
Of course.
Obviously.
Thank you very much for taking your time and be here. So that's it for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to do it again next week for more content in our Let's Talk show. Maripas was with us as a guest. Erich was with us as a guest, but also he was in charge of the controls. Poncho was in charge of the editing. Yeah. And I am your host, Mike Reese. See you next time. Guys, I bid you adieu. Goodbye and good night. Bang!